Hello, hello, hello. There we go. All right. Now let me view the chat. There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm Ed.
Hi, I'm Rich. I'm sharing my page right now.
Yeah, let me do that too. We're from Sparked Innovations, so you can view this on our YouTube channel, Sparked Innovations, or on Facebook, Sparked Innovations. So, is that this one here? Happening now. So I'll just share it to my personal page in case any of my friends want to come in and watch what we're chatting about today, which is, we don't know yet. Share. Why does it? Okay. I always have to do that. Which we can continue our discussion from Wednesday about competition. And we could go into other things as well. So
what's on your mind, Edward?
Feel free to leave a comment.
Why do you have Edward as your name?
That is my name.
Right, but you don't go by that. You go by Ed or Eddie.
It sounds very formal, and
it's overly formal.
Yeah.
That's why I call you Edward, because every time I see that, it's like Edward.
I prefer Eddie anyway, but no, it's
but now, hold on. How about we?
Whatever you want.
Here we go. Why am I so high? Oh, because this is the one that fat ass messed up.
Do you want to switch?
No, it's okay.
Okay. The lighting is more hot on your side anyway. We got David Monroe.
Hi, David.
So just to let you know, we do live videos Wednesday and Friday. The Wednesday show is kind of a structured thing where we give a word of a day, give you updates on what's going on with us, and try and showcase some of our products or philosophies or whatever it may be. Mm-hmm. The Friday show, which is today, is a little looser, and we'll talk about various things. You feel free to come in and chat with us. If 10 people come in, I have a video. I did a 2-minute tour around right now.
Oh.
So are you okay sharing this now? If we get 10 people in, maybe?
What, so they can see what a mess it is?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, sure.
So we've been doing some renovation in the shop, some expansion and whatnot. And I did a little 2-minute video walking around to show everyone. And, if we have 9 viewers, so if it goes up to 10, I'll show that.
Okay.
What we've been up to. It's been has it been 2 weeks that we started? I think so. Something like that. Yeah,
maybe
somewhere around there. So please share this, subscribe, follow us, whatever it may be, on Facebook and YouTube for more updates from the company of Sparked Innovations to bring you great products and nice people like Rich and I, who were friendly to help you out with advice, and you can follow all of our antics around. Mm-hmm. Nathan Potter. We got Nathan. All right. So let me continue a little bit of the discussion from Wednesday about competition. I talked about competition series woofers and how any of the models out there aren't really what was used in competition. And woofers that were used in competition were rarely, if ever, called competition woofers. And in fact, most woofers were never built specifically for competition, except for DD99Z maybe, and this. This was not called a competition woofer. However, the MTX RFL, this is not the complete woofer as you can see, but it was designed and intended specifically for SPL competition. Field recownable. The surround did not glue down. It was bolted down. Same thing with the Spider. Of course, my surround ripped off. I reconed a bunch of these, sometimes just for fun, just to experiment, trying different Spider techniques, cutting some out and whatnot. And it had an aluminum Spider spacer that would also get bolted down.
Aluminium.
So it was meant to be able to recone within a few minutes if you blow a woofer while in the lanes going through the rounds of a DB drag show or whatnot. So that is an actual competition woofer. I actually blew one while playing Super Mario Brothers.
Blew one?
Yeah. Or no, I blew an amp playing Shania Twain once too. So anyway, Paul, really effing loud. Yeah, RFL.
Urfel.
An American bass had the XFL, did they call it? Yeah, I think so. Nathan Potter may have to leave and come back unless
He
you
did.
slow down.
He already did. You missed it. You're way in the past, man. Stop living in the past.
Unless you slowed down the audio. You mean speak slower?
No, it's already good. He already fixed it.
Okay.
When he went back in, he went out, came back in, and he thinks it was when he switched from Wi-Fi to cell or something.
Oh,
like that.
gotcha.
So, yeah.
Okay. Who else we got? David Monroe. All right. So we're up to 9 viewers, not 10.
Okay. Well, let's pull up the site in the meantime and show them that first.
Oh, you have
yes, go ahead.
Stuff from the site going on, right?
Yep, we do.
Okay. I can share here.
Paul's commenting on my earpiece again.
We do have 10 viewers. So, all right, we'll share the shop tour soon. But first, we will share this.
Paul, you can see my scalp, okay? See that?
All right. So we have the sale going on. As you can see, this is our most aggressive sale ever.
Yep.
Our dealers also have the sales going on, so you can check out dealers like Paul right here from G2. If you want to go direct to our site, sparkedinnovations.com, here up to 20% off. Depends on the products, but you can see some of the deals right there. The fancy color, of course, matches my car, and I didn't ask Rich to do that. He just did that.
And this is the this is on top of any sales that we have going on the site. So if you see a discount, I believe it's for the Fanny Packs. There's 4 Fanny Packs, pack 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's either a Speedy with a Fanny and a link, or a Speedy with 2 Fannies and a link, or a Speedy with remote Fanny and a link, and a Speedy with remote 2 Fannies and 2 links.
What's this one?
That is the Fanny Pack 3 with 1 Speedy, 1 Fanny, and 1 link. And that is already discounted. So you're going to be able to save money on top of that discount once you hit the cart. So this is the time, if you want to stock up, do it now. Do it live.
Do we want to tell people what Fanny and what Speedy
Yes.
are?
So Fanny is the first car audio cooling fan that was specifically designed to cool amplifiers. It has a very wide air profile and designed to blow over the heatsink and cool the amp down. And you actually don't need a whole lot of air velocity to cool an amp down. You just need it to be cooled efficiently. One way to do that is surface area. So a heatsink increases the surface area by extending the amount of surface available. And once the heat travels through those fins, it allows it to radiate off more efficiently. Well, all you need to do is evacuate that heat from those heat sinks in an efficient manner. So you don't need a whole lot of air to do that, which is why we invented Speedy, which is a fan speed controller. We use pulse width modulation, and there's 2 different types of Speedies. One has the control knob on the chassis. The other one has a remote mounted display, and you can control it from your dash. And we have a little RDAT cable that goes all the way to the back. So yeah, that's the solution. It's so
it's
nice
manual speed controller that works with other fans also. You can see the connectors right on the side here of Speedy. We offer the cables that plug in directly. So you wire up Speedy and you can plug in up to 3 fannies directly without having to wire each fanny. There's also, you can see a positive and negative terminal. They're actually Phillips. It's like a barrier strip terminal there to have any universal 12-volt DC fan hooked up. Instead, if you don't want fannies, you can still use this. So you can get just a Speedy and connect your Atwood, C-Flow, whatever round fan. And if they're too loud and blowing too much air, that's what Speedy is great for, backing it down, especially if you're driving around and you might not need full velocity. You could have it on 20%, 30%, whatever it is, just to give a nice breeze and not sound like a jet fighter coming in for a landing or taking off. They're a little louder in takeoff, right? So there's the link, the direct connect cable there. So, all right, We got 15 people in.
All
So
right.
what I'm going to do is share a 2-minute shop tour that we have that I took a little video clip of. And welcome the new viewers. Yes. So we are talking about random stuff. Leave a comment. Well, not necessarily random, but competition stuff is one thing. Leave a comment, ask a question, whatever you want to do. And I am going to share a 2-minute video of what we've been doing in our shop, how we've been expanding and
Contracting,
renovating and stuff like that. Share the screen. I'll give commentary over it. How about that?
yeah. I like uncommentary. He's better.
Go to this one. All right. So before I hit play, this is me back up in the corner on a ladder, and we're going to build a second floor up there. So where I am sitting right now in this perspective, in this point of view, is where a second floor will be. And that's going to be my office plus like a R&D area. So we're going to put 2x6s and flooring right across those racks. And then down underneath is going to be the machine shop, which we have stuff stacked up there. Our laser cutters, our CNC routers. We're going to have a workbench for like our drill press and sanders and stuff like that. Dust collection. And then there'll be a doorway coming out to our assembly area. On the right side, this is going to be our kind of housing assembly area where we're going to have all of our parts, hardware, plastic pieces. On this side is going to be our electronics bench. There's a lot of our components in storage, a lot of our hardware in storage up there. So this will be the main aisle for actually working. For hand soldering, we still have our solder bench. We also have a shipping table. It's actually 10 feet long. I have a wide angle lens right there. That's the mischief maker up there. Our shipping desk is messy. We're probably going to change that around. You can see the aisles going back 24 feet, 12 feet in the air. We'll have a packaging area so we can package our products in foam and cardboard. The other side of the assembly table, we'll have an area for acrylic work, acrylic welding and whatnot. My desk is there temporarily, but that's going to be another work table to build things in the future with. Back there's Rich's office, obviously. We have our little kitchen area and inventory on the shelf on the left, another little shelf on the right. We do have some inventory stacked there now. We just got to organize everything, guys. We're in the middle of this, but there's going to be a ton of organization going on. We have another shelf I'm using for a little storage right now, but more inventory. There's the bathroom on the right that will be walled off for the shop area. And we have more storage on top there. That's it. That's our little shop tour.
Richard, go to our site and get more fannies right now. Right now.
Need more fannies, get them. Yep. So, yeah, that's our little shop. What we do here is, well, varied. We machine stuff. We do electronics design and assembly. Look for future videos where we are going to show more details once we're set up of what we actually do. Actually, we do want to do a whole series of videos about that, like kind of how it's made, but it's how Spark makes things. We have all our solder dip station, our surface mount reflow oven that are now going to have a permanent home and station set up. So we'll be able to show that pretty clearly.
G2D audio, Richard. G2, trying to do it, your G2G audio.com.
Should I do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul's a very active dealer. He's probably one of our most active. So we don't mind giving him a push up on here. You like hear the sound of saving money? What does that sound like? Cha-ching.
So you go here. Paul says he has some stuff in stock. If you want to go check that out, some of the deals there, more than just Spark, obviously, but right here. Paul, you still got an old picture up there. We got to change that. But there's Speedy right there, of course, and some of the accessories for it. Meters. There's a new picture of the RBX, FBX, Fanny. We got to get all our new stuff up here with the new meters with the switch and whatnot.
And there's also another meter, Paul.
Yeah.
There's another one.
We got the doubles, the USBs. Yeah.
I'm not mentioning it until...
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
How about we work with Paul to get all the little detail stuff up there?
Well, we should.
Yeah. All right, cool. But it's got this, and here is Speedy.
Sir Speedy.
It says 100 right there. So here, okay, there's a picture of the one with the remote. If anyone was curious about that, so you can mount this remotely. That's why it's a remote. And control the speed of your fans from your dash, from your console, from outside if you compete and use a podium or something like that. So, all right, yeah, check out G2.
Scroll down a little.
Right here, edibles much?
Slide said picks not the wig tutorial. Such a dick.
Right. Yeah, that's why this is the fun day of conversation,
fun
right?
Day, Sunday fun day.
Yeah.
You know, I was just thinking about that. I was listening to
music.
I forget what it's called. It's 90.1, whatever that is.
Oh.
It's, jazz and classical. Anyway, the guy's like, "Oh, we made it to Friday," and I'm like, "Made it to Friday?" And I'm thinking, like, what a way to look at life, like you're supposed to enjoy. I guess people don't like their jobs, and so it's like a bummer when they have to go to work. I like coming to work.
When like the past couple of weeks, like I said, I'm worn out. Physical labor, not being able to sleep too much.
Oh, well, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I do look forward to being able to take a day or two off, but also in the same vein, this is our business. This is what we chose to do. It's not like we needed a job. In fact, we're getting paid less than our previous job.
Much less.
So the idea is, yeah, I do need a day of rest, but also not being here is going to be upsetting in a way. It puts me behind on the project. We're not moving. We're not going to be in our zone of being able to design and be into production. We're doing a little bit of those things, but it's not full efficiency, not full steam ahead, because our facility itself is being worked on. This is the main task right now, instead of actually sitting down doing it. And that doesn't feel the best. So it's more motivation to like get stuff done. And we were here last weekend, thinking about doing tomorrow, Sunday, but we'll see how my body reacts in the morning. Then
I'm lucky because most of my stuff can be done online or on a computer. So.
And you live much closer. It takes me an hour and a half to get here every day. So it's a little quicker getting home because of less traffic. If you know anything about the Philadelphia area, we suck as far as the roads and traffic and everything. It's fifth biggest city, maybe.
Being in, was it North Carolina, where the roads were really, really nice?
When?
I think it was
the Sundown show.
No, it wasn't Sundown. It was Slam. So that's in Indiana.
Indiana, yeah.
Those were, I was like shocked. I'm like, how are these? There's not
the
potholes everywhere, and I guess they just don't have the same issues as we do.
Well, I asked Susie when we were down Tennessee for the Excess Power show, but we also took a mini vacation, and I used to live down there, so I took her around showing her some of the sites, and we were literally it was a Saturday night evening, like dinner time, and we were walking down the middle of the streets of downtown Knoxville without seeing another person or a car around. And this is not COVID lockdown time. This is last July. So yeah, there's COVID stuff, but it's Tennessee. Come on, they're not paying attention to that. Things are open. Shops are open. Restaurants are open. People are out, supposed to be out, doing their thing. But the whole city, there was no cars parked on the street. You go to Philadelphia that same time of day, same day of the week, and you're not going to find parking. It's overcrowded parking. You have to find a parking garage and pay $20 or more. Here, it was
when we went to Niagara. it was like that. We went to Toronto after that.
Well, we were there in March. I think that's the reason why. I've been there also in the summer, and it's a tourist spot, so that gets a little packed.
But it was like they shut the city down. Like I thought there was something happened. Like no cars. It was like you just go down, you can walk out into the street and just turn around and there's nobody there. And you didn't have to worry about getting hit by a car. There was like no cars anywhere.
Toronto has partly of an underground city too. The tunnels. So when it's too cold, you can take the subway and then pop up at various buildings throughout the city. So that's where a lot of people are there. But again, that population density. That's the thing.
Says vom.red.
You mean volt-o-meter? We have a voltmeter that's red. If that's what you're looking for. We do have those.
Volt only meter?
VOM volt-o-meter. We don't have a multimeter. We have a voltage meter.
Yes.
In red. Yes. Edibles much? Paul.
That was you realize how long ago he wrote that?
No.
It was like 6 minutes ago.
You're in charge of the chat.
Urine. Charge up your urine? Is
my
that
wig doesn't have as much population density as yours does.
Paul's insecure about his my intact hairline.
Are we older than Paul? He's only like 28, right?
I don't know. Sometimes to talk to him he sounds young. Sometimes to talk to him he sounds old.
It's amazing in car audio, like the age range of people for our hobby, and it's not so much now, but there was a period just a few years ago where a lot of people didn't realize that I was an old timer. I'll be 42 in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, yeah, about that. And I've been around competing longer than DB drag racing has been in existence, and so I would share stories or comment on other people sharing stories about stuff that happened in the mid 90s on the SPL scene. And I was like, yeah, I knew that person, or I was there, or blah, 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 this and that. And they're like, what? So I think our sense of age differences and time and whatnot is skewed because there's a lot of organizations and sports and hobbies where people that are into it are usually a similar age range, similar background. Car audio kind of spans a wide range.
Yeah, I would say 25 to 55 is the range that I'm seeing most of. That's what the demographics say on our ads and everything like that.
But then there's the extremes. Like I started competing at 15, and there's people that have been out there. They're in their 60s or 70s. Grandpa banging. How
old's Art Turgeon now?
He's probably 60-ish.
I remember seeing him at a show. 55. Remember he had the van door open, and
it was just his birthday last week.
He was running by it, I guess steering it at the same time, but like walking next to the van.
Yeah. He used to have the remote control steering for his Blazer, I believe, too.
I think
they would walk next to it, and you'd hear.
That's what I think it was. Yeah.
Where's my tracking? You youngin'. Nate, you're just about my age, aren't you? Well, maybe a couple years older, but Nate was there back in the day in the 90s. He had Ford Probe and his van, a couple of vans probably, the Civic, a whole bunch of different things. So when I started,
Steve Sorrentino,
yeah, and he's coming back apparently.
Yeah, Bill Proud,
and he used
Brantley weights.
Those, yeah. Well, Brantley, I still follow him on. He shares a lot of pictures of the old van on Instagram, but he's not really involved in any of the groups or anything like that. So he's living in the past, man.
How old's Nolte, you think?
John Nolte?
Yeah.
Mid 40s, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. Nate's 48, so 6-7 years older than me.
Yeah.
Okay. Not too bad. Terry's up there. I know. Is Terry over 50 now?
Oh, geez, yeah.
That's a guy with an interesting life. He worked on radars in the Navy, and then he worked for a company rewinding stators for alternators or something like that, and yeah, all that kind of stuff.
He wound stators too.
Yeah. So talking about competition, this is my life and our history through competition.
Yeah.
Which, if it wasn't for that, and I heard lots of, what good is it going to come into that? You're going to grow out of it, this and that.
Oh, God, yeah.
My professional history. And I remember the first time I called it my career, someone balked at that. What do you mean career? There's no car audio career. No, now we're making a livelihood and building this business entity.
Does your dad see that yet?
He does. He's fine with it, but it's
well, he was the one saying.
Well, when I got my invite to finals, he was the only one in the house, and I went, I got it. I made it to World Finals. I said, well, really? How much money does it pay? You know, kind of a little backhanded.
Wet blanket.
Like,
yep.
Yeah. Like, come on. No, I made it to finals. It cost me money to go. Yeah. We all know that it's not a money-making thing. At least it hasn't been in many years. But the benefits that come from it is a large community of friends and businesses that, not everyone can make a business or be successful if they do make a business or make any money at their hobby. But I found a way where we are doing this. And a lot of business associates and friends I have are because I met them through competition.
Yep.
So for me, definitely a benefit. And I know people out there like JP, like Steve Mead, that found a way, and it was the goal to say, okay, I got something here. How do I capitalize off that and make it continue after the
was a lot
floor drops out of YouTube or whatever?
That was a lot of Scotty's mentorship. Scotty's amazing and pretty brilliant when it comes to business.
For JP and for a lot of people.
Well, for Steve too. I've heard stories.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's part of it is don't just let it fade away. Turn it into something, and you're going to be building stuff anyway. Like all the stuff we do here, production, I've often said it's stuff I would build that I want to use in my car.
Oh, yeah.
So if I'm going to do that, might as well just make multiples and sell the rest. And that way people out there get a cool gadget they normally wouldn't be able to get otherwise. And I get to do this as a living and not have a job and come back to do this in my spare time.
Right.
I'd be doing it anyway. And I think that's what you were really getting at when you said, we made it to Friday. Well, if you're going to do this stuff anyway, there is no Friday. There's no, it's Monday. It's like, look, it doesn't matter what day of the week. Doesn't matter if I do this for money or not. I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah.
I've been doing it for, 30 whatever years. So
thanks, Andrew.
Andrew Mack. Thank you. We appreciate it. Remember when they did pay, though? The shows? Yeah, actually, Nate was a judge for a while, and I think maybe you gave a couple cash prizes away at some shows, or at least I remember getting a crunch woofer or something. Like there were shows that gave away some prizes, and I remember one show I won I think it might have been the Audio Thunder ran by Bill Lolo and them in the mall. In the abandoned mall up in Buffalo. And I either won a pair of speakers or a woofer. I forget exactly what it was. But as soon as they handed it to me, someone tapped me on the shoulder and said, I'll give you $100 for that. I said, all right.
Yeah.
So, they do pay in some respects. Also, Scotty won Deathmatch in 2005. He won a free car. They were giving away the little Chevys. He chose to not accept that one, but from that dealership that did it, he got a Malibu Max, and he drove it just until what felt a few years ago. Like he drove it all the way until it died. Like free car for not necessarily free because he spent all the money on the van to compete with, but it's a little bit of payback, a little bit of return, right?
Paul says his week neither starts nor ends. Neither nor. But we know what that's like. It kind of just everything that's runs together. It's like one continuous timeline. I think the only reason I feel the end of the week and the start is because I have kids. You know what I mean? So my son, he's off for 2 days, and so I get to spend more time with him, and we have to specifically schedule things for Saturday and Sunday, and that's when we get to go over to dinner with moms and all that fun stuff. So it does feel a little different, but I always look forward to the nights. Kids are in bed, get the laptop out, and just do my thing. It's fun. That's a double negative. No, neither nor. Either or, neither nor. Look it up.
It's more not necessarily an abbreviation, but it is a short, abbreviated word.
What?
The nor comes from the phrase of neither nor.
Neither this nor that.
Yes.
Yeah. So when you put them together, this, neither nor.
But it's called something different when it's not one word.
Not.
One word shortened is an abbreviation, but a phrase shortened is called something else, right?
I don't know.
Conjunction, junction.
No.
I'm the one with the communications degree, which is heavy on English and writing skills. But yeah, there's a lot of things actually we nerd out about that sometimes. Yeah, exactly. I should. But all right, we're at the half hour, so we are going to end this.
Oh yeah.
What's your function? What's your malfunction? Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
Hey, speaking of malfunction, I was watching the making of Short Circuit. Like, I didn't know these videos existed. I've always been looking for a Blu-ray that had like, extras and stuff.
No disassemble.
But this had like the making of the robot from design, and then all the individual parts, like the core and how they did the tracks and everything. It's like, since I was a kid, I wanted to know how they did that, because it was like magic, and I wanted to build one. But obviously, you start to realize what things cost.
Build one now.
Well, yeah, if we had a machine shop and endless time and money.
Colleen, no. Who's on second? What's on first? Right?
Yeah.
People memorize that whole.
Yeah, I used to know it a while back.
Well, you can always study again. You have a test on Wednesday. We will be back on Wednesday. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chiming in, Colleen.
Thanks, Colleen.
And everyone else. Paul, David, Nate Potter. Who else was in here? Andrew Mack. All the people, Ryan Nelms, Richard Trevino. Anyone who's viewed but hasn't commented, we appreciate you as well. You're always welcome to comment, but you don't have to.
Oh, sorry. Ryan, something happened at the back end of our website when I was working on it. And a guy that placed an order today, when he went into his orders on the website, he saw his order, but underneath that, it was your order from January. And it had your address in there and everything. And it's like, what? So if you get like shipped anything weird, just let me know. But it should be okay. I'm looking into it, but it's just really odd that
you're odd.
Yeah, that your order came up on his profile. So.
All right. So it looks like, in scrolling through, looks like almost all of our viewers or commenters, except for one, are from Facebook. And that's fine if that's what you prefer. It looks like I cannot pronounce if that is a name, or that might be spam, to be honest. The dot and everything in there. But if you are viewing on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and hit the bell icon, because we do these every Wednesday and Friday. And we're going to work on, like I said, some videos to put up, which we do have a nice series on the RBX 4CH, 6 videos. If you're curious about that and want to learn more, they are up there. So please subscribe there. That is Sparked Innovations. Our Facebook is Sparked Innovations. Our website is sparkedinnovations.com. Check that out for our biggest sale ever. It's only during February. So, it's going to run out.
It's going to run out.
Right.
You're going to wish you had jumped on it.
24 more days. So get it now while they're hot.
And we'll do it live.
Exactly. Do it live. All right. Have a nice weekend, everyone. Whatever you're doing, do it to the best of your ability.
Yep.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.